Okay, thanks for coming to class today. Let's get started with math. Today we're going to identify and name fractions. What are we going to do today?
Identify and name fractions.
Good, we're going to identify and name fractions. Thanks for answering together. Okay, so first I'm going to read a problem. Listen as I read the problem aloud. Jane has a pizza that she cuts into fourths. How many pieces does she have? So first, when I'm answering the question, I first read the question like we just did. So I'll read it one more time. Jane has a pizza that she cuts into fourths. How many pieces does she have? Next, I'm going to take my math tools, which are these pieces of paper that you have and your scissors. So watch me as I do this example. You're first going to watch, and then you will later work on a problem yourself. What are you going to do first?
First watch.
And then what are you going to do later?
Work on the problem.
Good. Thank you for answering and listening. Okay, so first I think, how many pieces do I need to cut my paper into? So I read the problem again. It says, Jane has a pizza that she cuts into fourths. I think in my head, how many is fourths? That has the word four in it, so I think that means I cut it into four. So then I take my pizza and I cut it into 4 pieces. They're equal. Okay, so now I cut it into four pieces, so I have 4. So when Jane cut her pizza into fourths, that means I have 4 pieces that I can share with my friends. Okay, let's read another problem. I will read the problem and then we will work on the answer together, okay? John has a candy bar. He splits it into equal halves so he can share it with his sister. How many pieces does he have now? Let's take our math tools and solve this problem together, okay? So let's read the problem one more time. John has a candy bar. He splits it into equal halves so he can share it with his sister. How many pieces does he now have? Okay, Aubrey, what's our first step in solving this problem?
So you know that the boy has one piece and then he has a whole candy bar and he wants to share it with his little sister.
Mm-hmm.
So you cut it in half. So then
You cut it in half. Very good. So first we read the problem, and then you looked at the problem and thought, how many pieces does he need? So you understood that he has 2 pieces, so you said you need to cut the candy bar into 2. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Thank you for answering. Okay, so let's do that now. Cut your candy bar into how many pieces, Liv?
2.
2 pieces. That's right. Thank you. Okay, so when we cut the candy bar in half, how many pieces do we have total, Aubrey?
2.
That's right. We have 2 pieces. So 1/2 means 1 out of 2 pieces, right? Very good. Okay. We're going to read another problem now. I'll read the problem and then you guys are going to work on the problem yourself, okay? I'll give you 1 minute after I read the problem. And you're going to work on the problem and then we'll talk about it after, okay? Betsy baked a pie. She wants to share it with her 2 other friends. If she cuts a slice for herself and for 2 other friends, how many pieces will she have total? I'll read the problem one more time and then you're going to use your math tools to solve it. Betsy baked a pie. She wants to share it with her 2 other friends. If she cuts a slice for herself and for 2 other friends, how many pieces will she have total? All right, go ahead and work on your problem. Okay, is everyone done? I gave you 1 minute. Was that enough time? Aubrey, are you done? Good. Olivia, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Olivia, can you please tell the class how you got the answer to your question, to the problem?
They said that there was one piece for yourself and one for your two friends.
So what did you do?
I thought about the problem, reread it in my mind, and then I cut the paper.
Okay, why did you know to cut it into 3 pieces?
She said it was for yourself and for 2 friends, so that's 3 people.
Very good. Okay, Aubrey, can you tell us how Livy did the problem? Can you retell us how she did the problem?
She reread it to us, and then she reread it, and then she cut it on paper, and that she knows that one is for the girl, and then one for each of the 2 friends.
Okay, very good. So how many did she have total? How many pieces? Good. So when she cut the pie into 3 pieces, she had 1/3 piece of a pie for herself, 1/3 for her friend, and 1/3 for her other friend. Is that right? Right. Okay, thank you for working hard on that problem. Okay, now here is a worksheet with other problems on it. You're going to read the problems and you're going to use your math tools to solve the problems, okay? So here's your papers. And ready, begin. Okay, thank you for working so hard on your problems. You guys used your math tools and we learned about fractions today. So tomorrow we're going to learn how to take one piece of the fraction and we're going to learn what that means, okay? Thanks for working hard.